thanks. Hi, how you doing?
Finally, you're here to tell us all about it, and you got some bad news.
What's the bad news?
Yeah,
yeah,
I know
course.
you have
yeah,
a 3-week holiday.
Yeah, that's the good news.
But the bad news is that the tour is cancelled.
Well, part of the tour is cancelled, which is we had to cancel Germany, and unfortunately including Holland, because that's in the middle of the German tour. It was supposed to be in the middle of the German tour, and one gig in Switzerland. But we hope to resume our tour in London right after Christmas, if everything goes well, but it shouldn't be a problem. The main, or actually the only reason is due to our hectic tour schedule. David, the lead singer, has got himself into a state of exhaustion, and he had some like a minor stomach infection, which got bigger and bigger because we didn't have time to rest. You know, we were a little bit headstrong and wanted to do as many gigs as we could.
How many gigs did you do in America?
Well, we've been touring this far continuously for 8 months without stop. You know, the first 6 months we toured with Motley Crue, but every time when they took off 3 or 4 days, you know, for a break, we decided to do headline gigs on ourselves because, you know, we wanted to do everything we could. But because of that, we didn't have any time off, and we had to pay for that. And another problem was that Rudy, the bass player, he broke his foot, as some people know that, right before the tour. And the first month of the tour, he played with a cast on, from here to about there, and he just took it off from one gig to another, and just continued playing. But when he came back to LA a couple of days ago, his doctor said, you know, he needed some exercises and stuff because he started walking a little funny. And so that's another thing. But the main thing was that David needed at least 2 or 3 weeks rest to recover from his infections.
Yeah, you're just human beings. I mean,
that's what I say. Yeah, my mother doesn't think so. But
no. God, do you know when you come back to Holland and Germany and Switzerland to do the gigs then?
Well, we're trying to do something in next summer. We were already planning a couple of festivals, and now we try to make up for what we can't do this time.
All right. Then. How did it go? I mean, you were here, you were in Holland playing in a band called Vandenberg.
Yes.
And then you were a guitarist with Whitesnake.
Yeah.
Something is missing up here.
Miracles still happen in 1987.
What happened?
It's actually a pretty longer story than some people know. David Coverdale, the lead singer of Whitesnake, has been asking me for 5 years already, since the very first Vandenberg album. But I always thought that it was good to finish what I start. So I decided, you know, to try to build a reputation for myself first, and for the band, of course, but to achieve something else before just joining a very well-known group and then tour the world or whatever. You know, I wanted to prove something myself first because I'm a pretty headstrong person, I think.
But it's cool that he still wanted you after these 5 years.
He kept on calling me like after every half year, every 3/4 of a year, and he said he was wondering if the stupid Dutchman changed his mind already. And last year, December, I got a call from the record company, Geffen. They asked me if I wanted to come to LA to talk about some things, because I was contractually free then with Vandenberg, and we were actually looking for a new record contract. And also he asked me if I wanted to play some stuff on the new Whitesnake album. And then David and I started talking again, and I felt that this was the right time to start working together, because it had to happen sooner or later.
Yeah.
So I decided maybe a little sooner then.
Okay, well, thanks a lot for the explanation, and hopefully we'll see you next summer then.
Yes, let's hope so.
In the places where you're not performing this year. Thank you very much. We'll watch your new video now. It's Whitesnake and Is This Love?